My name is Rylee Parker, and this is my TPSP time travel project. I chose the novel My Dear Hamilton, which is the story of Alexander Hamilton's wife and how she maneuvered through life as being his wife, a woman, during the Revolutionary era. So she did so much and impacted so many people and never truly got the recognition that she deserved. And I think her influence would have been different in today's society, and it would be the same. She would be reaching the same audience, but it would be different because black people would be free. So she wouldn't be fighting for freedom for black. She would just be fighting for equality in general. So now she is getting her recognition that she deserves because of the play Hamilton. When it was produced, people started to really look at her and how she stood by Hamilton. So my research log and notes talked a lot. I chose four main sources, and I just wanted to see if a lot of things in the book and the play were true. Like, did she really establish that first private orphanage in New York City? And she did. And my source, history.com, proved that. So my final rendering is if I supported her character choices or not. And I supported part of them. I didn't understand why she stayed with Hamilton after so long and endured so much. I personally wouldn't have done it, but I admired the fact that she was in a position of wealth. She was in a position of power, and she still went out and she helped people. And she was in these living conditions that were terrible, but she understood that soldiers were in those same positions, and she wanted to help. She got out of that big, beautiful mansion that she lived in, and she went into the slums and she helped those soldiers because that's what she wanted to do. So I did notes for my interview, and those were main key points throughout the book that made her who she was. Her getting married to Hamilton, her meeting Hamilton, her helping in the Revolutionary War, her having her children, three of her children out of her eight dying. Those played big parts into her becoming who she is today. So I did interviews with my teachers and a couple of my friends, and I had them ask me questions. So one of the questions was, what do you think motivated her to stay with Alexander Hamilton and to protect his reputation through all of this? And I said throughout the book, she constantly said that she loved him. And that's why she did a lot of things that she did. So I think that's why she stayed with him and protected his reputation through everything. So my next page was my works cited. I chose my 10 sources and the 4 sources that I did use in the previous notes and resources page. And that's the end of my project. If you have any questions, please email me.